very effective. Can I use your lighter?
How can you tell when someone's had too much to drive?
You're gonna smoke it?
Yes.
When what they've had is hard to measure.
Oh, nah, is that a seed?
That's the case with THC, the part of marijuana that makes you high.
I think it's very hard to tell how high somebody is and how that may affect their motor skills.
Recently, Montgomery County Police invited these medical marijuana users to get high in front of officers to help the officers learn how to spot drivers impaired by pot. Are you worried?
I'm very worried because I know unequivocally this is going to increase the amount of impaired drivers we have out in the streets.
This is different for me.
Starting July 1st, recreational marijuana will be legal in Maryland. And if other states with legal weed are any guide, the road ahead will have more impaired drivers, with no standardized test for police to prove it. Because THC affects the body differently than alcohol, there is no breathalyzer for marijuana.
But that's why we have this bill, because we need new technologies to see if we can find a way to measure this level of intoxication.
Maryland State Senator Jeff Waldstreicher says because he supports legal weed, he's trying to give police a tool to easily determine who's too high to drive based on cognitive impairment.
There are some cutting-edge technologies being developed to solve this problem.
Waldstreicher has introduced a bill that would allow tech companies to partner with police departments on a trial basis to test new ways of determining a driver's impairment. And this could be the first. It's an FDA-approved mobile cognitive test from the company Cognivue, seen here in a company video. The iPad-like device uses a wheeled joystick to test problem-solving, perception, and other reactions to detect brain issues like Alzheimer's. The company and Senator Waldstreicher believe it could also help police officers test for the effects of marijuana and determine if a person should be driving.
The technology is based on 15 years of research and a grant from the National Institute of Health.
Cognivue told WUSA 9 they've tested the device in the lab, but they need to see it on the streets to make sure it works in roadside situations. The test would take about 2 minutes, and because the driver taking the test is the only person interacting with it, they believe it will be less susceptible to any biases an officer may have. During this trial phase, results could not be used against the driver in court.
The officer would say, hey, we're running a pilot program. I have reason to believe that you may be intoxicated through cannabis. Would you participate in this voluntary testing program?
Are you optimistic that someone who may be intoxicated is going to volunteer to be a test subject?
Right. So that's a legitimate question. I think we have to put it out there and see the results. It benefits everyone to have this technology perfected.
A hands-on test that could clear up any confusion about impairment from pot.
All right, Casey, I want to be clear here. This legislation would only allow police to test this technology, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, in fact, this cannot be used against a driver during this trial period. It also would allow other companies to partner with police departments too, not just this one company, but to make any new test something that could be used in court against a driver. That would require further legislation.
Okay, Casey, thank you.